Action.
When the vows start to fade and the hearts turn to blades, I see it every day. Your loves turn to hate. There's no will, there's no way, just a price left to pay. What can I say? You make me feel lost. You make me feel lost. And you what a tragedy. Well, there is no remedy. Hello, I'm Nikita Kering and I'm here with the Light Art Club to answer a few questions so that you guys could get to know me. Did I get what I asked for? This is gonna turn. I think always visualizing my future has always, that's what's motivated me to work hard, because other people, I don't think that can last. So definitely my hopes and dreams for the future. Yeah. My greatest strength is my ability to work very hard and extremely hard at something I love. And my greatest weakness is being extremely lazy at something I'm not good at. Yeah. I'm not funny. Zero. I'm a very serious person. Small things make my day better. Good food and good music. Absolutely. I always I'm in between two things. It's either ugali with skuma mixed with spinach, with either mursik or with milk and cream. It's either that or Indian food, which will be naan and butter chicken curry. Yeah.
And what type of music do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of Afrobeats and dancehall. So there's Rema, there's Burna Boy, there's Shensea, Terrace Riley, all that. Self-realization, that's a very good question. I guess that I think I just know myself really well and I know what I like, and I don't really try very hard to impress people, I think. Yeah. On a lazy day, I would say I wake up first thing in the morning, make your bed, all that drama, and then probably do some of my writing, because I write a lot. So that's either songwriting or writing my papers, because I work on a lot of papers about social living and stuff. So it's either that, and then I just have a day of watching movies. But if I have a very busy day, that's wake up in the morning, take a shower, hair and makeup. After hair and makeup, go through your day. I'm literally top 1% Bolt users in Kenya. So I use Bolt to go everywhere. So after I spend 30 minutes trying to get an Uber, I go ahead with my day, probably do studio work. After studio, maybe an interview. Yeah, then I come back home, maybe watch a series. I'm really into Bridgerton right now, so that's what I'm doing. Then I sleep. Then I take a shower, then I sleep. Yeah. Night routine. It depends. On a day I'm feeling my skin is really suffering, then I have a night skincare routine. But if I'm feeling like a bit, I don't know. If I'm feeling like not trying anything, I just sleep, honestly. Yeah. Best advice. I don't know, I think it's to really love yourself, to know yourself and to love yourself. Because when you know yourself, it's very hard for you to get swayed around, especially in the industry that I am, when everyone is just trying to be this and trying to be that. I think knowing myself is what's gotten me where I am today. A perfect relationship, like a boyfriend and girlfriend or otherwise. A perfect relationship is one that is based on honesty and friendship, 100%. Yeah. I've never had it, so I'm just dreaming. Yeah.
So there's no lucky guy in your life at the moment?
Everyone asks me this, guys. I'm also looking for him, man. Sijaipata na labda nakam, but tangoja tu. No, there's no.
Does that mean you haven't dated yet, Ama?
Absolutely. There's one time I made the effort, but niliumiza watoto wenyewe because surely nilingia hiyo relationship because I was just feeling sorry and because I wanted to know how it feels to date, but it's that thing maybe in a few years to come.
Name any 5 senators you know in Kenya.
Senators. Sonko. No, Sonko is a governor, right?
How about governors? 5 governors.
Mandago. He's not an MCA. He's an MCA. When did he become an MCA? Huh. Vampire Diaries and Originals. I literally remember none of the songs, but I remember always going to YouTube to search those songs. I loved them. My song, I think, is one of my favorite lyrics. It says, I thought I loved you, but I found myself alone. I thought I lost you, but I found myself alive. I think many people are in relationships where really you guys are in it for convenience, but in your hearts, you're alone. Yeah.
So speaking of your songs, you haven't dated, but your songs zinakwanga kidogo na some
kidogo.
Yeah, zinakwanga na feelings
Mob.
Yeah, is it that okay? Where do you draw that inspiration from? Because honestly, it's not from your personal life.
It really is not. I don't think it's ever been from my personal life. It's never really about me. I think being a creative, it's all about imagination and thinking way beyond yourself. But I think if you were to tell me your story, I could create amazing music from it. Yeah.
Have you ever created music based on a friend's experience?
Yeah, I have. Absolutely.
Do they know about it?
They do. Yeah, they do. The story wasn't full from beginning to end because, of course, when you write music, you can't always write what's true. But yeah, they know. I used to be so into very sad music, but growing up, going out has made me love. Dance hall has made me love. Afrobeat and listening to live music, it's made me love the up-tempo stuff. And so even whatever I'm working on right now, guys will tell a difference in sound just because I'm more exposed to more adventurous things. Here in Kenya,
Yeah.
that I really admire. It depends because I admire different people for different things. One musician that I think is absolutely crazy and people don't know is Ben Soul. Guys don't know this guy has written probably half of the hit songs here in Kenya. But when it comes to songwriting, I look up to him so much because he's amazing. So I would say Ben Soul and BN from Sauti Soul because he's also a very honest guy and has taught me a lot in the industry. Yeah.
What about internationally?
Internationally, that I really, really like, there is Blackpink, the K-pop group. Yeah, I love Blackpink. Not even because of their music, but just because of how, I don't know, their strategies in this music industry and how hard they worked to get where they are. They've really worked hard, but also I'm so obsessed with Beyonce. My biggest success in the music industry has been to gain respect from members of the music industry. Not because of songs hitting, but because of how much musical prowess I have instilled in my music. I think that's the biggest thing. That's Honestly, I love going to places, and these are people 30 years older than you who are learning things from you. It's so satisfying. Yeah. These are such serious questions. I feel like I'm on BBC.
Name 10
Guys, no, I'm against this. Can I cheat? Nairobi, Uasin Gishu, Nakuru, Kilifi, Trans Nzoia, is it a county? Rift Valley is not a county. Meru, Eldoret. Is Eldoret a county? Oh. Nandi County, Elgeyo Marakwet, Lamu. Is Mombasa a county? Okay, it's a county. There's so many things that it made me feel. There was you are overwhelmed, you're happy, you're nervous because of the brilliant people that are everywhere. But the biggest thing it just taught me is that this really is something. I'm really heading somewhere, and I have a long way to go. So for me, it's not about taking this one thing and dwelling on it and be like, I'm a FRIMA award winner. Like, I don't go to places and say I won a FRIMA. I go to places telling people how much I have learned in this music industry and how much I want to learn to become much better at what I do. Yeah. It feels amazing, but it even feels better because I know that I'm so young and I can get better. I'm not at my peak. So it feels amazing. But again, it's amazing to know that there are some people who look up to me when they're trying to learn how to sing. I never thought that would happen, because every day I watch Jennifer Hudson, I'm watching, I don't know, Joshua Ledet, trying to figure out how the hell they sing, So for other people to do that, I'm so humbled. Tragedy was based on domestic violence. There was a time in Kenya that domestic violence was like really, really big. And then Mr. Easy that time was able to sponsor me for a project to give back to the community, and for me that's how I felt best to give back to the community. Yeah, through my music. Well, first of all, I've only released 5 songs to the public, but I've written like hundreds of songs. So my first favorite song is the one I just talked about, Better Than Ever. Then Never Let You Go. Then Where You Been. Then Happy With You. Then another song I've written that it doesn't really have a name, but it's a really nice R&B vibe that I'm releasing hopefully in 2 months. Yeah. Fakeness. Yeah, fakeness. People just pretend. That's what I'll change. Yeah. Learning how to be a sober woman in this industry. And I don't mean sober as in drunk sober, I mean sober as in sober. People demean you as a woman and expect you to have a shallow mind. People falsify contracts, they treat you like you're an airhead and you don't understand the business. So my goal has always been to really educate myself, yeah. I listen to Gengeton, a lot of Gengeton. Yeah, I listen to a lot of it. I think it's such a fun genre. There's sometimes I'm listening to it and I'm like, what the hell did you just say? But most of the time, I really like the genre. It's very fun. And I think people have this whole bad view about Gengeton but don't realize how rich the sound is and how much more we can make out from it rather than just the perversion that it entails. Yeah.
So what advice would you give?
Just be patient. There's nothing that comes overnight. I've worked for a very long time, and just because I'm young, it doesn't mean these things came quick. Patience, always. When building a brand, when building a company, when growing your music, it takes years. It takes years. Have patience. Be honest. Be a person of integrity. There's so many exciting things in this life to do, but if you don't work hard, it's not gonna mean anything. 100%. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Light Art Club. I had so much fun. See you then.